Okay, beautiful people. I am doing a series on social media and how it can help SEO. So I'm not an expert on social media, as I've said in the previous videos. That's why I got Paul to talk about Instagram, wasn't it? Because I simply don't use it much. But I do see the power of it. But me personally, I can't be everywhere. Now, when choosing a social media channel, you know you can't be everywhere, but you need to be where your audience are. Okay, so if your audience are in Facebook groups, that's where you need to hang out. That's where you need to do your selling. Okay, and I know I teach SEO, but social media has a huge part to play in driving traffic and getting customers to your website to make a booking or do business with you. So for me, LinkedIn, I generally hang out LinkedIn and Facebook. LinkedIn for me, maybe because I'm a boomer, as my kids call me, LinkedIn is a really good platform for business to business. Now, if you're in the leisure market, it's probably not for you. But if in the down season you can take contractors through the winter or provide accommodation for some local people that need housing, for say example, their home is flooded, or you can get people that are working on a project in the area. It might be a good way of outreaching to some clients. And I really appreciate it. I think LinkedIn is fantastic. It's a very underutilized platform and actually has less people posting on it. So it's like it's kind of starved of content. So actually content does very well if you should use it regularly. So I'm going to do a little bit of training about it. I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive and I'm going to share this link. This is a link to Google Drive. I'll share that in the training. Someone on it right now. I've done this before for somebody else. When they started the training, they had an account but didn't use it and had about 30 connections. Within about a month, by following the process, they had about 2,000 connections of people in their industry. Yeah, buyers or suppliers. They were actually a hospitality recruitment agents. So they were connecting with, say, chefs looking for work or hotel managers looking to recruit chefs. So she expanded her network very quickly just following this process. So some of this process I've done myself by following training that other people have done. And I've followed 2 or 3 other LinkedIn professionals and found all the bits that I found really important, that really worked for me. And I've added it into a document for you to work through. Now, I'm not going to do this as a 2-week challenge. I'm not going to sit there and watch you do it. You're big people. You can do it yourself, right? Your self motivations. That's why you're here. But what I'm asking you to do is be consistent. At the very start, go on your phone, go onto LinkedIn and take a screenshot. So open up your LinkedIn app and find your own profile. Click on the top left where your picture is. And I want you to have a look at the connections. How many connections do you have? So I've got 2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah? So that's my profile. Have a look. Take a screenshot. Let's see where you are today. You can also have a look at your main category here and see how many impressions and posts you're getting. Now, I did recently start posting a little bit more and started getting some more people looking at my profile, and I've had a big increase in the last few days. But let's have a little look further back. Yeah, you can see over the last, we're now 15th of March. So in the last week, I've had a big jump because I posted a couple of times, I shared something, I made a few connections, I've changed my header profile. So that's 1,280 people have seen me in a week. Can you see the power of that? And I haven't posted for a long time before that week. So, the power of it is incredible. So I'm going to talk you through all the different sections It's all in here in this document, but I want to say it as well as it being written down, because being written down is not the same as me explaining it and me sort of talking through it. So LinkedIn, it's the largest social media platform for business to business networking. Okay. If you haven't got a LinkedIn platform, a LinkedIn profile, download the app, go online, log in, create an account, and start setting up a profile. Don't fill it out yet. It's all further down in this training. So if you do have one, we're going to change it anyway. All right. So like I say here, grab a screenshot of your followers, and then we'll look back in a couple of weeks and see what the improvements have been. Okay. And then we can track if there's any progress. So this is the rule number 1. Every day for 2 weeks, you will do the following. If you're not going to do it, don't carry on. Stop the video here. Okay? But you're leaving money on the table. Every day, like 10 posts, comment on 5 posts, make 1 post, share 1 post, and send 15 connection requests. I would say that would take a minute to do that top one. That would take a further 5 minutes. That would take 10 minutes. That's 16 minutes we're up to now. That's a minute. That's 17. I would say that's 3 minutes. So potentially 20 minutes a day for 2 weeks. You can have the weekends off if you like, but I don't recommend you do. And someone that did this with me went from 0 to 2,000. Okay? 2,000 of their customers or buyers or suppliers. Yeah? Their network. This is a proven system. Right. So like I said earlier, LinkedIn is a content deficient platform. So you need to post. But first, what we're going to do is work on the header section. Now, this section here in number 5, it follows you everywhere. If you make a comment, or if you make a post, that follows you under them. So you can see here, Angelique Wright, founder and director at Pi Accountants. Let's find another one. Gary Barnsley, director of rooms at the Landmark London. It tells you what they do. So if they've made a comment, that is there. That is there underneath. Let's have a look at the comments here. Dan, reassuringly pragmatic, LinkedIn, social storytelling and comms advice, whatever. Not a great profile. But my point is, it follows you around everywhere you comment and post. All right? So that's why this is really important. We want to have it complete as much as possible. So I've actually changed mine recently. I basically changed my image because I was trying to make it the same colours as my website. So that's all. So that's how I've changed it. But if we look at the whole profile, we can see, who do I help? The reason that's important is because it starts with helping. Who do I help and how? Helping hoteliers and service accommodation owners achieve direct bookings through expert SEO and PPC. Hotelier turned digital marketing maverick, SEO training, website builds, fixes, and hosting. Okay? That's probably the most important bit. All right? I would also say, without a profile picture, no one's going to take you seriously. And the banner picture is a free shot. You've got a bit of retail space. You can talk about yourself. Okay. So let's go over to here. Different sections. Section 1, and I've written it underneath here. So banner. Go to Canva, and there will be a template of LinkedIn banner images already in that size, already formatted to exactly what you need. All you need to do is pick one that's near enough what you like, change the wording, add some content to it, save it, and then upload it. So that's my old one on there. Number 2, some text on that on the image, telling people who you are, because it's a little bit of free retail space in there, isn't it? Number 3, your image. Something good, not you in Tenerife, not you in Magaluf. It's not professional. This is a professional networking. This is you. So that was me when I was a hotelier. Something good looking at the camera. Yeah. 4, where you work. Obviously, having a business profile is another way of attracting business. So you can make a business profile for your holiday rental company, for your hotel, for your service accommodation business. Yeah. So it's all creating that network, that web. That's why it's called the web, the World Wide Web. We're creating a web of networks, a web of links between all of our profiles. Okay. Number 5, I've already talked about. Number 6, our contact info. How can people get hold of me? Yeah. My website, my course, my telephone number, my email address. Yeah. It's all important. So I've had on mine open to work. Now, I'm not open to work, but I'm open to working for clients. Okay, so I do say open to work. And you could put in here that you're open to something to hopefully help people find you more in searches. So I've just put flexible, I can do contracts. Yeah. So investigate that that section. What else have we got? Providing services. Can't remember where that is. So in your about section and your services section here. You can also add featured posts. So that comes up high on your list. And they're posts that you've made in the past that you want to put to the top. They're really important to your business. Yeah. So that's what I've done there. So your profile is absolutely as full as possible. So your services here, you can edit that and say what you do. No, I don't particularly do email marketing. So you can see how it's full. Let's go back to this part. So like I said, good quality headshots, image with some text in the header, company you work for. So this is basically the formula set up by a lady called Helen Pritchard, I think her name is. She's a LinkedIn trainer. So that is her formula for creating the content. Who you help, how you help them, what you use to help them. So helping contractors in Birmingham find perfect, clean accommodation during their working time here. Helping personal assistants in Birmingham find accommodation for their staff. Helping personnel managers find great accommodation in Llandudno for their team. Yeah, you're speaking directly to the audience you're trying to find. Okay, so people then look at your profile. Oh, they're trying to help me. How do you help them? By providing clean, safe, comfortable accommodation in area. Yeah? So start with helping. Who you help. What do they achieve and by when? And how do you help them achieve this? Yeah? Helping businesses save money with accommodation in London. Yeah, there are many ways you can say the same thing. All right. So like I said a minute ago, different sections 6, 7, and 8 that I just talked about, updating the services you provide, where you provide it. Some of these sections, particularly this one, you have more characters on your mobile phone. I'm not sure why. Edit on your mobile, you have more characters. I've made a spelling mistake there. Right, so this is, she got married and changed her name to Tudor. This is from Helen's training. I'm just making sure I give her the reference of the work. This is not my work, it's her. I just copied and pasted it there. Photo, look at the camera, like I said. A headline that talks to your ideal client. A profile summary. How you overcome your customers' desire and needs. Featured posts I talked about. A showcase of your career to date. So when you have all your jobs in there, go back through and optimize that. And even if you weren't talking about your current job, even if it's not, that job wasn't relevant to your job now, make it relevant. Add some keywords in there. Use SEO on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is really powerful. So if you're talking about service accommodation in Leeds, and within your LinkedIn profile, you're talking a lot about service accommodation in Leeds, then even within Google, if you're searching service accommodation in Leeds, your LinkedIn profile can come up highly on that search query, because it's almost standing on the shoulder of giants. We're using LinkedIn's power to get us onto page 1 of Google. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do here. So even within Google, within LinkedIn, people are searching and find you, but also it will transfer to Google, the power of it. Okay, so here's another exercise for you to do. So you're thinking about your customer avatar. So in here I've put travel booker, and we'll go back over to LinkedIn. Now, let's call it, for me, I might be looking for hotel owners, because I want to target hotel owners if they want new websites or they want SEO. So we type that in, and we can put people, and then we can filter first connection, second connection, third. Let's not bother with third, because they're 2 people removed, and we don't want first, we want new connections. So we're going to use second connections. We're also going to look at locations. Let's say, for example, I was only looking for hotel managers in, let's say, Oxford, in England, and show results. Then it will show all the results of hotel managers that are not my connection yet, and they're in my geographical location. Okay, so we can start this by searching for these people. The reason it's important to only go to second connections is because they're more likely to accept your connection, because you have mutuals. See, there are 35 mutuals. That's very likely to accept my request. So I could connect with these people. I could add a note. Hi, I know lots of people I'm just nearby in Bicester, and I'm in the same industry. Thought it'd be nice to connect. Something like that. Send a connection request. And that's how you can grow your following. Now, as this person becomes my first degree connection, after he's connected tomorrow, I can have a new set of second degree results. Yeah, and that's why it's important to come back here every day. You can connect with 15 people a day. Okay, so keep coming back and using this tool to connect with 15 people. like I said right at the start, send 15 connection requests to your ideal client avatar. And that's how you do it. Okay. You don't have to use my example, of course, but that's just how I've used it. You might be looking for travel bookers. It's a good search term. You might be looking for personnel managers or HR managers. They're all people that might book travel. You might be looking for company directors, even small company directors in your area that are looking to perhaps put up the staff. Yeah, anything like that. So make sure you do the 15 a day. Like I said there, ignore people who don't have an image. Let's see if we can find any. There we go. Emily doesn't have an image. She's not really using LinkedIn. We won't waste one of our 15 a day on her. Okay? And that's why we ignore the ones without an image. So like I said there, each day when you have more connections, new people will appear in your section, in that section of second connections. So I've said here about SEO in your profile. Go back through every job you've had, even if it was all the way back to, my first jobs were kitchen porter, assistant hotel manager, trainee manager, banqueting manager, that sort of thing. But how can I make a role from 20 years ago really start helping with my SEO now? Well, because it was a job and it's a section I can fill out, I might say that I was a banqueting manager 20 years ago, but I was taking a deep interest in social media when it was becoming a thing 20 years ago, and how I was learning social media in my spare time and learning about how to build websites whilst I was a banqueting manager. Yeah, so it's putting those key phrases and SEO ingrained into your profile. And that's really how it's going to help even rank you on Google. All right. So I've broken this down into days so you're not overwhelmed. Yeah. So you can see here, I've got day 1, day 2 down here. Yeah. And every day you're sending the connection request, you're making a post, but we're breaking these different tasks down by day. All right. Day 3, SEO your profile. Day 4, searching your clients. And day 5 to 14, you continue doing this. Day 14, I'd love you to send me a screenshot of your stats, how much your visitors have gone up, how much your requests have gone up. Email it to me, tag me on LinkedIn. And the cherry on the cake, can you keep it going? You've done it for 14 days. And that's what I did. I did the training with Gold Star Recruitment, and it's pretty much become habit now. I said to them, right, I now want you to carry on. Let's see if we can go to 60 days. And now it just becomes part of their daily routine to outreach on LinkedIn to their ideal clients, posting, connecting, and now they're getting plenty of business through it. Okay, LinkedIn is a kind of a recruitment platform, but it's also a buying platform. Yeah, this is where professionals hang out. I put down here a little bit of further reading. Look for journalists in your area, travel journalists, travel influencers, event organisers, that sort of thing, local influencers, the mayor, the town mayor, that sort of thing, famous people in your area. Comment on their posts, because if you comment on someone who's got 30,000 followers posts, it's going to be seen by a lot more people, particularly if they reply and comment to you. Yeah. Share posts from your customers. Yeah. So if your ideal customer is talking about some work they're doing in the area, comment, share it, give them encouragement, give them a bit of love. It will reciprocate. Yeah. Your vibe is your tribe. What you put out comes back. Yeah, you're putting nice, kind comments out to people, showing you what a great person you are. It's going to come back to you in the end. Follow Helen Tudor, the training. Follow other leaders, other business leaders. I've put at the bottom here, After a month, if you're getting people not accepting your requests, it's best to just remove the request because it will just sit there dormant. So go into your network, go into manage, click on your sent requests. And if they're like getting 3-4 weeks old, they're clearly not LinkedIn people, or they don't want to connect with you. Just remove it, and then it will free up some space and help your algorithm. You also got a section of your network. Let's just go home, my network. And we've got here lots of different people. Yeah, and this is LinkedIn giving you ideas of who to connect to. Okay, so these are going to be people highly aligned with what you do. And keep checking back here again because it will give you different suggestions. So there's a video in there on Twitter, not sure if it's still live, but it was a very good video at the time about how to optimize your profiles. And a little bit about from Neil Patel about LinkedIn and how it helps. So that's just down here. And again, LinkedIn, it's growing very much about video content, very much like reels, that sort of thing. It's all really important. So certainly if you're on your phone, it's really pushing that the video content type influencer. So if you're willing to push video out there, great. Right, that's it. If you've got any questions, let me know. Drop them in the chat. Please share in our little community if you've done any before and after pictures. I'd love to see those, and I would love you to reach out to me on LinkedIn and connect. I will reciprocate. I will share your stuff, and I'd love to connect with you there. All right, let me know how it goes. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.